Hey guys, it's the top income team, sorry, this morning, and we have it going on today. We have a special guest that I will introduce to you in just a moment, but first let me take you through the panel, and thank you all for taking time out of your Saturday to join us. We're all pretty stoked about this, so launch is in a couple of days, and Ken's been very busy, so we're really appreciative to have him here with us this morning, and for all you guys, wherever in the world you are. Could be evening, could be morning, and yeah, I'm going to start by introducing Susan. And Susan is a free-spirited, crazy gal who is passionate about helping people discover their potential. She's a dream whisperer, and she's a purpose strategist, lover of life, and a sustainable fulfillment coach. Then we have Mr. Bobby White. He is the father of 6, a grandfather of 5. He has been on the internet for 5 years, and he's very transparent with, he keeps it real. He keeps us on our toes, most definitely. We never know what Bobby's going to say, so we're excited to have him here. And then we have Mr. Jason King. Jason has seen the online market evolve. He's been online for about 12 years now, and he keeps the pulse on what's happening, and he keeps our group in check, and he's like our protector in the group. So we love having him here, and he's seen a lot, so it says a lot to have him here after 12 years. And then we have, let's just see here. Sorry, guys, I'm just making sure I got everyone right. Derek Dunlap, the positive marketer. He's a motivator. He's got awesome video marketing skills. He's new to the panel, so I'm going to come back to you, Derek, in a little while because we want to hear a little bit about your story.
Okay.
And then, okay? And then, awesome. And then I'm going to introduce Davian Fraser, who is crushing it on the leaderboards right now. I must say he's a man of his word. He said he was going to, I was talking to him last week, he said after the weekend he was going to be on the leaderboards, and he's not only on there, he's crushing it, like seriously. Then we have Mr. Peter Zita. The reason we are all here today, because he's the guy that leaked out LSN to everybody. He is a rock star leader with a huge heart. He's there for the people. He's here for his team. He has amazing graphic skills, so all of the cool banners, all the cool hangout stuff that you see, it's our man, Peter, that does all of that stuff for us. And then we have the man of the hour, the reason we're all here, Mr. Ken Rankin. And he's the face of the LSN comp plans. He's kind of a mystery man. We don't know a lot about him. So we're going to start it off with him. And Ken, we're going to let you tell us a little bit about your story, about your online marketing journey, and why you chose LSN to partner with. So welcome. We're so happy to have you here.
Oh, fantastic. Well, Kimmy, thank you for the wonderful introductions. And let me say, as Master Distributor at LSN, we're very aware of teams and people who are moving forward, who have the right attitude, who are very positive in nature, and also very aggressive and exciting to be here with your team, because you definitely are leading the way. So thank you so much, everybody. And I want to, again, point out that we have got a tremendous amount of momentum here with LSN, and it is fun and exciting to talk about Peter and his, the scenario which played out, and that's a real scenario, by the way, for sure. He got in there somehow on our test server and kind of found a back door and got his link and started sharing it, and that's exciting and fun because it got us on our toes right away. And we really didn't miss a beat. The pre-launch went off on May 1st, but it actually had already started, and started with well over 10,000 people because of that little leak. And that shows the power that each individual has, because as we move forward, simply sharing it with another person and then with another, we see the multiplication factor happen. And that's what's exciting about leveraged income, and that's what you're able to achieve here at Lead System Network. So once again, my name is Ken Rankin. My background in network marketing goes back to the mid-90s, and I started actually even earlier than that with a very well-known company, very traditional company. And after I got out of that company, I quickly wanted to move into helping people with systems and leads. So I started selling leads, and then I started creating systems. And my very first one was pretty successful. I got 450 people in and started making a ton of cash within just 2 months, because I found a way to communicate for people their sales message. And from there, I went on to create multiple systems, one of which I currently have with over 160,000 members. And that's how Clinton and I really found each other and decided to partner together. And he is the owner of the company, and I'm simply here as a support and a key member in that way. But we've been working behind the scenes for several months to put this together. So that's a little bit about my background, but very passionate about helping people, and really to not only help them achieve financial freedom, but also become free and powerful. And by that I mean have the type of spirit, the type of character, the type of attitude, so when that income starts rolling in, they have the ability to live a life that is powerful, one that's meaningful, and one where their relationships can thrive and they can enjoy the wealth that they've created. And so here at LSN, we have that ability. We've seen the income model, and we know how exciting it is, and realize very quickly how we can change our lives with a few $100s, then a few thousand, and multiples, leading forward, where really incomes can be, life-changing. And so that potential's there. But the question is what kind of potential do we have as individuals? How are we going to the relationship with our spouse? How are we going to elevate that? The relationship with our family and those that we work with? Are we going to be the type of person who's able to walk into a room and change the atmosphere of the room? And so we're motivated here at LSN not only to create the type of income that everybody would love to have and enjoy and will be able to with our system and with our compensation plan, but also to motivate people to a higher and better way of living. And so we're excited moving forward to have training and all kinds of opportunities where we'll be able to share with people some of the tools that they'll be able to do that with. And I'd love to open it up to the panel. If anybody has any specific questions for me, I'd love to answer them. Am I getting people off guard here? Does anybody have anything?
No, people are ready. We got questions. Okay. Got questions. Who's first?
Yeah, I can go first. My question was that I've been getting from everybody is the 3x9 matrix. Like I know that once they go pro, $50 goes to the to us the member, and the other 50 goes into the 3x9 matrix. Now let's just say a person has 50,000 in they straight down line. We're trying to figure out was like when they pay the 50, how many people does that 50 pays out? Because I know it's a matrix, because a lot of people thinking because they got 50,000 people, and let's just say when we do lunch 20,000 go pro. How would that work?
Well, it really is an individual matrix, and by that I mean you're building your own individual team. However, because of the dynamics, and we're really referring to it as team leverage pay, so it is a team pay system, and there's a reason for that. But your reference to it as a matrix, does have makes sense. And because of that, because you have 3 leaders on your front, and that's all that you can have, there are several people, and we just mentioned a few here that were really kicking it, and so we're talking about several people have dozens, and then other people have hundreds of referrals, And as those people upgrade, of course, they're going to flow over below those first three and then benefit the people below them. But that is dynamic within your own structure. So that straight power line does come into play, but it comes into play with the infinity bonus. And so as you reach the higher levels and become qualified, it opens up that infinity pay, and then you get a direct benefit from the number of people that you have in your direct power line. So the more people you have in your power line, the more money you will earn in your infinity pay. Now, by infinity pay, I mean the money that's earned above and beyond the 9 levels. So you can get paid not only through the 3x9, but also to infinity based upon further qualification. So that's where that comes into play. The other part, of course, is, since we're bringing this up, that there is a direct benefit for those who have a good number of people below them in the power line. They can qualify for some earlier bonuses in the basic level as well, which would be a $30 bonus would help cover the costs. And that seems small, but it's also very big. I mean, it's a great feeling to have, to go into not only being able to earn great money, but on the basic level also have your costs covered. That's what we thought would be very, very cool.
Good question.
It's positive.
Hey, Ken.
Hey.
Was somebody going to say something? Okay. Yeah, Jason here. I just kind of like you've been around, for a long time, and I just want to know, how did you come up with this comp plan? Because I've seen a whole bunch of comp plans, but I've never seen anything kind of like this here with a matrix, with top tier and everything mixed in together. How did that come about?
Well, we really wanted an opportunity, and here's the exciting thing about the team pay system, is that within your very first 3 levels, with only 39 people, you can create $1,000. So really, the reason that this came about was we were trying to find a way to get people into $1,000 a month income very quickly. Now, past and beyond that, we said, well, how can we leverage that, though, into even more pay? So the sky is really the limit, and a type of income can be created where lives can be changed. But we knew that if we put people in a position where they can not only make a great amount of cash very quickly, 100% in the basic level, pay all of that out, put it right into their pocket so they can get their costs covered right away, that would be exciting. They'd be able to build on that, make it very easy to move into the pro level. But then, in those first 3 levels, with that dynamic, type of building possibility with a 3x, we can put them into $1,000 income. So that really is what drove it, finding a way to do that. And we're trying to do it in the shortest amount of time with the least amount of people, because we knew that if we could give people $1,000 income, that would be a great starting point, and really get them anchored, give them a leg up.
Positive. And I think, Ken, you covered the question that I had pretty in great detail. I think the main misconception was when people would get excited when wow, I got 50,000 people up under me directly, and I think you made it, plain and clear that we all are a team, but we're all building individual matrices, and we can, take advantage of that through the spillover, but even make, more income as we move through the ranks of LSN. Where basic, I like to call it, people laugh at me, but I call LSN, it's the closest thing that I've seen to like the McDonald's franchise, where you can start off, washing the dishes, and that's like the basic level, and then you can get promoted to the pro, and then from pro to master distributor, and then become a partner. I think that's just phenomenal, and that's what got me so excited, because now I was always looking just for something that I can introduce to there's millions of new people. I get about 60 phone calls every day, and I was just looking for something of value that I can put into a new prospect's hand, because that's what a lot of the new people are lacking, is value to give back to the marketplace. So when I saw LSN, to give someone brand new with, no idea how to market online, and give them 13 tool suites for $30, and with all of the opportunity, just to plug them right in, and just to see new people, kick my behind as I look on the leaderboard. These are not just, gurus up there. individuals that I brought in personally that I can't even catch up to, and that is just
That's
incredible how fast and easy this duplication process is from A all the way to master distributor. And I'm very excited because I communicate with my team a lot, and I just ask them questions. How many people are ready to go pro? And just the retention is over 80%. So this, like, wow, you know what I mean? So that's talk about sleep. This is what I've been coffee, trying to stay up. It's pretty incredible. I'm excited about it, and I gave LSN my own brand. I said it's a company made by the people for the people. And spiritual people know, because you can feel the energy when it's for the people. This is the first company in a very long time that purposely made a comp plan to benefit the people and not just for the people up top to get rich. So thumbs up. Here in Detroit, we call it snaps. Snaps to LSN.
All right, great.
Creating something for the people. You guys are awesome.
Thank you so much. And let me tell you the heart of Clinton. And if you were to find out about my background, which you could find it pretty easily if you look, but I've got that's been my heart. And that's why Clinton and I connected. That's how he found me. He said, man, here's a guy who's trying to connect with people, give them something of value, not ask anything in return. And that's exactly what I found in Clinton as well. A very successful business person, both he and Ashley, very successful brick and mortar businesses, as well as a very successful online businesses that provides these type of marketing systems to the world, really, and some very big names, by the way. And so, our back end is going to grow. It's going to increase. The tools that are back there are just going to get better. They're going to get more numerous. And so he's got a heart that he just said, hey, I want to give as much back as possible. I want to find every way that we can to really make people successful. And he really meant it. And we went back and forth, and there were some checks and balances. So as we said, well, hey, let's do this, one would catch and say, that's not going to help people as much as this would. And so that was really the frame of the conversations that happened. And it would have been nice to have been a fly on the wall, as they say, so you could see that. But it was real, and it was very genuine. And so I'm excited that you've picked that up and that people have. And really, by handing it back over, look what happens when you hand it back over to the people. When you say, hey, here's a compensation plan that's for you. Here's a compensation plan that's going to put you into profit quickly. When you do that, you get the type of response that we've got here in the first month with the Lead System Network. And so, because the power is in your hands, you do have the ability. People are hungry. They are willing to work and fight and share. And so you guys have proven that over and over again, and we appreciate it. It validates what our heart was telling us, and you guys have done an outstanding job.
We can feel the positive energy. It's positive.
All right.
Hey, Ken, I got a quick question. This is something that I've been wondering, and I've been talking to a lot of people in our group about. I'm really not sure about really what is a straight downline. So could you explain to me, like, really what a straight downline is, I guess?
Okay, so it's going to serve multiple purposes. Let's look at two main purposes. One, it's going to drive excitement. So right off the bat, a lot of times you see straight downlines that you get excited because you see the power of the growth, and everybody sees the growth below them. That's incredibly fun to leverage. But the value of that really comes back when you say, hey, how are we going to put that back in the compensation plan? Where is that real? Where is it tangible? And really what we have to do is find a way to where your direct correlation where you're at in the power line brings you benefit. And the place that we did that, and the place that was most meaningful, and the place that made the most sense for you and for those that are leading, is to put that really in the leadership role. So the main part of that is found as you start to build your team. And as your team grows and you reach certain levels, then what happens is this large bonus pool. So for instance, in the team pay system, we've got, you have a qualification of 1 to earn your $1,000 monthly, and then you have a qualification of 6 to be paid for the additional levels, and then 9 for the final 3 levels. And so there's a little bit of breakage there. Well, all that breakage goes back into a bonus pool. Okay? and all that, and a lot of other income as well goes into a bonus pool. And so as you reach these higher levels, based upon where you're at in the power line, is going to determine how much of that bonus pool that you get. So as people reach that rank, not only are they part of a select group, but then also based upon where they arrived and when they arrived. So you're benefited by the time you got involved. And so that's how it works. That's how a power line works. One, on the front end, it creates incredible excitement like we've had here at LSN. And you need to back that up, though. You have to say, okay, well, we've got the power line, but what kind of pay structure do you have? Well, we're going to give you 100%. Okay, well, that's fantastic. Secondly, then we're going to give you a way to leverage that very quickly, that money that you put in your pocket because you've had a few referrals, to get into the pro level, which then is going to leverage your income through team growth. Okay, then we give you a stepping stone from there to move on to $1,000 paydays, maybe multiple times. Sometimes I'm sure people will have, especially starting off in the first day with the master distributor level. And so as you grow through that, it's very easy then to leverage that into a position where you can qualify to tap into this huge bonus pool that'll be created.
Well, I think you explained that very nice, and I actually do understand that, and I think the people out there would appreciate it. So thank you very much, Ken.
Absolutely, absolutely, Bobby. Great to talk to you.
We've got a few questions coming through the side. We got the chat thing going on there. So,
okay.
I ask these. I think the first one we got a Johnny Harvey asking, how often are we paid monthly, weekly, daily? So how is it going to work? I think we asked this question from Clint another day when we had that on Hangout. But Ken, if you could maybe just give us an answer for that, if you know. Not sure if you the person to ask this question, but if you know anything about that.
Yeah, so there's going to be two options, and as we roll out, we're going to have the opportunity to lock in your reseller position. And there's a video that'll be coming out, give you the details, but I sent the email out that you all got that kind of labeled that out. So I try to write it as distinctly as possible, the information from one step to the next, and why that we're doing it that way. And because of the unique structure of 100% compensation, we need to make sure that your payment processing is set up correctly, so as those product sales start coming in, you have the ability then to get paid. And so what we have to do is lock in your position first as a reseller, and then if you choose that's what you'd like to do. If you're waiting for the products, then that'll come a couple of days later. But as you lock in your position as a reseller, then we move into the opportunity that allows you to purchase products. Now, so there's going to be two ways that you'll be able to get paid, and that's through an e-wallet process, very well used and received all over the world, and it'll allow you then to get money right into your e-wallet that you'll be able to transfer into the account that you've chosen, or take that money in a process that you would like. There's a few different options within the e-wallet. There is a second option for those that are in the U.S., and that is with a direct merchant account. You might have seen the Hangout with Clay King, and from First Data. He's a representative therein, incredible company. What's important to understand is that all the due diligence has been there, all the background, every little every T has been crossed, every I dotted, and every department within First Data knows our model, understands our model, has approved our model. And so it puts us in a position where we can offer U.S. members the ability to get paid directly into their own merchant account. So after you get set up on Monday, you'll be able to get your e-wallet. Everybody will get an e-wallet set up. Everybody will. And then in addition to that, if you choose as a U.S. member, you can also get a merchant account. And that will enable you, again, to get paid a little quicker. Because of the nature of 100% and the liability of the parent company, there are fees and certain precautions put in place that make getting a merchant account, if you have the opportunity, an advantage. And so we encourage everybody to do that. For our international members, you've got the best of the best. And when you do business on an international level, we had to find what was the very best for you, that would have the lowest amount of fees, and get you the money as quick as possible. So we've done that, And we just have an advantage here for U.S. members because of this relationship. Unfortunately, there wasn't one available internationally, but don't think of that as a problem for you, because we do have the best available to you through the e-wallet system.
I think we got one more here from Tyson Baker. I think it's more technical than I don't think so. It's not anything to do with the complaint, but he's asking a question: what is the prospecting assistant?
I don't know. The prospecting assistant. This prospecting assistant. Okay, I got it. It was your English accent that threw me off. I'm trying to figure out. But the prospecting assistant. We've got a lot of tools in there, and really what the prospecting assistant, we've got a system that will rate, if you will, and give points and award points to your referrals. So as people come in through your capture pages and through the system, based upon their activities, whether they open an email, click on it, different key things, it'll assign them points. And so you'll be able to look at a prospect and say, hey, this person's been digging a little. This person's got a little bit of interest. It goes all the way until you get a red chili pepper, and that's a red hot prospect, right? And so it gives you the ability then to get a better idea as you're looking at this list of prospects and leads, which ones might be standing out more than the other. And of course, the red hot ones you want to get to quicker, so that gives you the ability to sort and be more effective in your prospecting.
Thank you.
Sure.
Okay, I'm just looking if you got anything else here. Okay, we got one question from Ivan. I think it's been explained in the complaint video by you really well, but he's asking again, and many people are asking that question is please explain the mathematics of 1K bonus what the person gets one time. What are all the requirements?
Well, there would be 3 requirements. One, that you were a reseller, because that's if you want to get paid and not just use the products, you'd be a reseller. 2, you'd be participating at the basic level, and 3, you'd be participating at the pro level. At the pro level, if you were blessed by your upline, in the sense that they had done a tremendous amount of work, and anywhere in your upline where it created what some people refer to as spillover, where their first line of 3 gets filled up, and then the people that they refer then fall under you, you could literally then have people on your first, second, and third level, and as those levels fill in, you can be paid on those first 3 levels. So as somebody who hasn't sponsored anybody at the pro level, maybe not even at the basic level, but if you are participating at the pro level and you have this type of benefit where there's people down below you, you haven't sponsored anybody, let's say 10 people the very first month end up on your third level, and you get paid $37 per person, that'd be $370. So you'd be paid for those people one time because you haven't yet qualified with your own one-person referral at the pro level. Now the next month, those 10 people, you'd already been paid for them, so that's $370 of your $1,000. But moving forward, let's say there's another 3, 4, 5 added that following month. Again, you'd be paid for those, so your bonus could add up to $1,000 as those first 3 levels fill. Now, of course, you'd want to get out and refer at least one person, because you wouldn't want to leave that, for instance, those first 10 that came in the first month, you wouldn't want to leave that $370 on the table. You'd want to get paid for that again. And so then the motive is, and the inspiration is to go out and refer one person. And because of the the benefit of the product and the service, that should be easy to do.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Let me see if you got anything else. No, yeah, that was all so far. Oh, actually, we got another 2 people here. Ken, I'm just wondering, I've got something I was thinking about, is that you mentioned it on your, in the second composition from video that everybody who's gonna have 10 active basic member, and have we lost Ken? Oh no, he's here. Sorry. So everyone with 10 active basic member and 1,000 member in that person downline gonna receive a $30 bonus, right, on the basic level.
So if you have 1,000 people in your power line.
Power line, yes, yeah.
Yes, and you have referred 10 personal people to the basic level, then you'll get an additional $30 bonus, which really can be looked at as a way to that really covers your costs at the basic level. So it in a sense, you can look at it as covering your cost and making that basic level then cover. So it's just an additional bonus we wanted to give to people who, first of all, were in a place where they had a good number of people below them in the power line. And I know that now with the incredible growth we've had, it seems very easy, and I guess it actually is. But as you refer 10 people, then you get an additional bonus. And we wanted to provide that for people at that level. Just again, a bonus right off the start that you can get, because that's where it starts. That's where it feeds. So we want to show people that if, first of all, it's easy to get there, and second of all, when you do, not only are you going to have a $300 a month income, but we're going to give you a bonus in conjunction with that. And also, you can just imagine what that looks like at the pro level. If just, for instance, 5 of those people move into the pro level, that'd be another $50 for those 5. That'd be another $250. Plus, as that grows and you benefit from that team leverage, just with those 10, you can see where potentially your income could get quickly to the 1,000, and then quickly to 2, and maybe even 3.
Okay, my question was going to be that it stops right at the 1,000 person, 1,000 people, and the 10 active pro. So it's not going to be like I've got 20 active and 2,000, and it's going to double, so I've got $60. There's only just $30.
Yeah, no, it's for the 10 at the basic level. At the basic level.
Okay, thank you very much. Just let me see.
While we're waiting, I would just like to, well, thank you again, Ken, because this, coming onto the panel like this and having discussion style engagement with you just really puts a different twist on it for the people, for our audience, because they hear you describe the comp plan in your videos, and yet having it answered in conversation style, or the question is asked maybe from a different angle, will really help everybody understand that. And the people that we've already brought in, they're hearing it from us, but to hear it directly from you, it just makes a really big difference, and it puts the relationship part on it. It makes it really about the people, and so thank you very much for that.
Well, thank you for having me. Thank you for the invitation. Thank you for the framework that this panel has provided. I appreciate it. Do we have any more questions, Pete?
Yes, one more here. Gail asking if we can have more than one person sign up per household.
Per household, yes. Per individual, no. And so the answer is yes. If they're in the same household, that's fine. If they're a different individual, different tax ID, whatever the country, state requires. But so the answer would be yes. And then a further clarification would be per individual, no. I do want to say this, that we have, keeping that in mind, we have really done the groundwork here, and I should say Clinton has. He's very, very optimistic, and at the same time very cautious. And so what he's done is secure, fantastic top, network marketing attorneys, people who specialize in this, and he is being very detailed as we move forward. We've actually changed a few things in order to make sure that we are in full compliance and that there won't be any issues moving forward. So again, the confidence that you can have with LSN is not one, hey, we'll figure it out later. We're doing everything we can to not only figure it out now, but to figure it out at a level and a degree that is going to help secure your income moving forward. So that's a great question, and also a great leadway into that comment that I wanted to make. Hey, to finish up for myself, and if there's other questions, that's fine, but I do want to make sure they have an opportunity to share. that we really believe here that each of you are truly powerful and that really you're unique. I feel that every one of us has an indication of that because at the end of our finger is a fingerprint that nobody else has. And I believe, as leadership expert Keith Kraft says, that you have that fingerprint to leave an imprint on the world that nobody else can. And I want to encourage you that this is a tool, a means in which that you can do that. That simply sharing a tool suite is not all this is about. It's about an opportunity to create relationships, which you guys are doing so well right here. So I want to encourage you to move forward. I don't think that I even need to because you guys are on a roll and do it so well. But for others that are looking now, get involved, make a contact, because really we can look at this cyber world, if you will, on the internet and be detached. Or we can simply put in our 2 cents every once in a while. Look for an opportunity to benefit from the teaching and from the encouragement of others, and to be somebody who is an energy giver, not an energy taker. And by that I mean be somebody who adds value, not somebody who points out the negatives. Hey, there's always time to be concerned with the details of life and to go over and make sure that we understand them. But we're all familiar with the idea that the internet can be a place where we can quickly criticize, but I want us to be somebody, and I think I can already see it absolutely clearly, that we are a group of people who's looking to energize. And that's what this panel has done. It's very clear in the spirit as the voices are heard, as the smiles are seen, as we kind of look into the eyes through the screen of the people here, that these are people who add that type of value. There you go. That's awesome. That type of energy. And so thank you all for inviting me here and for giving me the opportunity to share and for being a part of this wonderful group.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ken. We really appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
I want to thank everyone on the panel also for coming out today. We have two awesome new people to join our panel, Davian and Derek. Thank you very much. And I want to say a special thank you to Kimmy for the awesome introductions in the beginning. She's our social. She's awesome at her video marketing, and she brings us the social and helps us increase our social. So, and she's an absolute pleasure to have with us on the leaderboard. So thank you very much. Does anyone else have anything to add? It's a nice time frame to close it up.
Well, we have a couple of more questions, but I think we can answer them ourselves. So
yeah, if Ken has to go, we understand. Yeah. I do want Davian and Derek to have a few words because I want people to get to know a little bit about their story. And yeah, if Ken has to go, we understand because we know that you're a busy man, and we're so appreciative that you took the time today to join us and to share your heart and the vision of the company. And it is totally in alignment with what everything we're doing in our group, within our team. It just solidifies it that much more. I mean, Clinton and Ashley came on. It was like goosebumps. It was just surreal to know that they were in the same place that we are, and now you come on and it's the same thing. So thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you again, everybody. Look forward to next time.
Absolutely.